Copper is a massively important metal to humanity. At first discovered somewhere between 8000 and 5000 BCE in areas such as modern-day Iran and Iraq in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, it was used to fashion the first metal tools and accessories that pioneered the development of civilization, both in its native form and later as an ally with tin in the form of bronze. Demand and production of copper exploded in the mid-19th century following the advent of electricity due to it being an excellent conductor, and now copper and its alloys are used for telecommunications cables, electronics, construction, and many other things that shape modern life. But despite the metal's benefits, the copper production process causes great harm to our environment. To explain those negative effects, let's look at perhaps one of the best examples of it in action. The now-defunct Anaconda Copper Mining Company's mine is located in Butte, Montana, and within it is a mile-wide pit known as the Berkeley Pit, which used to be the mine itself. It was once the source of a third of the country's copper and a major supplier during the two world wars, producing 20 billion pounds of copper total before it closed in the mid-1980s. The sheer scale of the Berkeley Pit is not unusual for copper mines. Copper is mined through a process known as open pit mining. This involves making a pit up to a mile wide and several thousand feet deep, and due to this massive size, an equally massive amount of land needs to be cleared and excavated, resulting in deforestation and increased erosion due to the destruction of topsoil. Furthermore, when water or moisture gets into the massive pits and piles of waste rock, it gets contaminated with metals such as lead, copper, and arsenic. And any sulfur in the copper ores in the mine reacts to form destructive sulfuric acid. The sun gets into the nearby soils, groundwater, and surface water, bringing heavy metals and dangerous chemicals into the ecosystem, where it poses a massive risk to wildlife, humans, and vegetation. In the Berkeley Pit, this occurred on a truly monumental scale. When the mine was abandoned, the aquifer underneath created a 600-acre lake filled with this contaminated water. This caused widespread groundwater and soil contamination, killed hundreds of migrating birds that dared to go into it, and posed a risk to residents' health due to the quantity of metal in the earth and water. This resulted in the mine and the surrounding area to be deemed a Superfund site in 1983, a designation given by the EPA to areas in the U.S. that need their help with federal funding to be environmentally remediated. The site has luckily seen significant improvement since then. 30,000 feet of stream have been restored and over 3 million cubic yards of toxic waste have been removed. However, it remains a Superfund site as cleanup of the area is not yet complete. Copper is a very useful and versatile metal, but Butte, Montana serves as a cautionary tale about the environmental consequences of recklessly exploiting it. Recycling pre-existing copper can help reduce the amount of copper mined and is regarded as one of the best ways to reduce environmental harm caused by copper processing. Through more sustainable consumption and production practices, we can prevent something like the Butte Superfund site from happening again.